It's amazing how one measure becomes arguably the greatest bass line of all time. What's up? I'm Andrew Freed from Bass Freedom, and this will be my first Yes breakdown. Today I will analyze Roundabout and what makes it one of the most legendary bass lines of all time. But I won't stop there. I'll also explore why this song is a masterpiece in general. Are you ready? Let's go. Roundabout was released in 1971 off of the iconic album Fragile by the English progressive rock band Yes. Chris Squire's bass work on this track is nothing short of revolutionary. His signature Rickenbacker tone and aggressive attack not only drive the song forward, but also redefine the role of bass in progressive rock. If this is your first time here, you should know that I really go above and beyond, breaking down the music theory, the chord progression, the bass line, teaching it, all that. So let's go. Love that reverse effect. So beautiful. I definitely tried to learn that back in the day. When you hear this intro, you have no clue what's coming, right? Very minor sound. Let's go. Yeah. Bass just grabs you, man. You hear those harmonics for the guitar? Very cool. So gritty. We got some time changes there. Pretty cool chords. We're really gonna spend a lot of time on that bass line. It's really just one measure. That pick. Bam. A lot of pickups here. All right, now we're at the chorus, so we're gonna spend some time breaking down this main bass line. Before we even talk about the great iconic bass line, we gotta talk about Chris Squire's tone. It's one of a kind. As I said, his primary instrument was a Rickenbacker. It was strung with round wound strings with extremely low action, and he used a pick. Just listen to it isolated. You hear that low action? So gritty. So good. If you heard that alone, some people might be taken aback, but in the mix, it freaking cuts through. All right, it's time to look at the riff. The tone's amazing, but this signature bass riff essentially features these fast 16th notes built around E minor. It's got this galloping feel, and I love the pickup. It starts on the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, It just punches you in the face. So if you see the tab here, there's a lot more to talk about. One essential aspect to this riff's groove is syncopation. Squire often places accents on the offbeats. And for an E minor bass line, you could think of this in a couple different ways. You can see this as an E minor 7 arpeggio, which has some passing tones. It uses the 4 notes from that arpeggio. And his picking pattern is just a consistent down and up with strategic accents, creating a subtle swing and bounce to those 16th notes. But between the notes, he adds ghost notes. These notes have no pitch and add a percussive attribute to the bass line. Aren't those ghost notes awesome? At the end of this line, he plays some tough to execute hammer-ons. There's an open A between these hammer-ons, and it's tough to execute because of the speed. Isn't it crazy that this is all pretty much one measure? You could play with your fingers, which might be more impressive, but it's just not the same. technically you can put the chords of it playing up the chords of the E minor scale, E, F sharp, G, but it really is just E minor. So this is what it does at the end of the verses. It starts to walk up the E minor scale from the A. If you're a modal thinking person, this would be A Dorian. But since we're in E minor, I don't make it difficult. I just think of walking up the E minor scale from the A. The bass always controls the chord. We have this power. There's a really cool measure of 2 here. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. So you can hear there's a couple measures of 2 in there. If you've learned something new so far, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you've learned anything else new by the end of the video, consider subscribing. It's a free way to support my channel, and it encourages me to keep making educational content, these breakdowns for all of you, and it really, really means a lot to me. I appreciate you. Let's keep going. This part's a little more poppy. I love the keys in this tune. Oh man. Talk about gritty, staccato, punchy. Then we're back. Let's listen a little more. Now that you heard, oh man, okay. I forgot about that part there, that little swirling key part. Really cool syncopation, but the chorus, as I said, is pretty simple compared to what we've been doing. Oh, it sounds a little poppier. The chorus shifts tonality center to G. You can hear the guitar emphasizing this G major as the 1 chord, but you can also hear this flat 7 chord, that minor 7th of G, which is F, and this gives it a G mixolydian sound. Squire's playing this staccato, bouncy line as he maneuvers through G mixolydian. You also see a B flat in there. That's a very familiar rock chord within the mixolydian vibe. It's not from mixolydian, but you'll see a lot of that flat 3 chord in rock songs. One thing that makes Yes so amazing is their unique chord progressions. They often use a lot of unconventional harmonic choices, and as someone who really dives deep into the music theory, it's awesome to have a tool like Hooktheory to check out and verify exactly what's happening behind the notes. Not only can you see the chord progression, but you can hear the song synced with YouTube, and even listen to it as MIDI on piano. And if you want to analyze other songs, Hooktheory has a database of almost 60,000 songs. So if you're ever learning anything and wondering what's the chords, this makes it way easier. For example, the chorus here, I could see that it's marked in G mixolydian, as we talked about, and you could see the diatonic chords that reflect it, G, C, F, with the Roman numerals. Then you could take it a step further. Hooktheory's hook pad lets you experiment with the chords. You can modify them and even create your own progressions in a really intuitive way. I've also been digging into Hooktheory's Chord Crush, which is sick. It's like a game that actually trains your ear to recognize with real songs. If you want to check out Hooktheory, they gave me a 20% off link for you guys. It's in the description, and it's definitely worth it if you love breaking down music like this. Thanks to Hooktheory for sponsoring today's video, but I use them all the time, and you should too. I'm gonna call this part the syncopated swirling keys part. That is so cool. I'm gonna highlight here where the bass is playing so you can see the syncopation. So this bridge we have just triplets. The E minor scale with triplets. Repetitive here. Great harmonies. A lot of percussiveness going on, percussion. In your face keys, very syncopated. That bridge is just the first few notes of E minor with triplets. Did you hear some of those crazy little woos? I heard some C sharps in there, which does show that had that E minor Dorian vibe. Know the difference between Dorian and natural minor. It was a really cool building section before we took a breath and went back to the intro. Little variation from the intro. Love the chords here. Where are we going? Solo. Man, this guy was a beast. The bass and drums are so locked in. Truly, to the kick drum. All G Mixolydian. Man, this part's crazy. Sixteenth notes. Back to that grittiness. We're back to it. Definitely that Mixolydian sound. That guitar part's crazy too. Squire's holding down those 16th notes. That was sick. Oh, we're back. So I love that part. You just gotta watch it. Really tough to play. I just love that 16th note section. I love the end of the solo with this cool 4-bar phrase. Yes, achieves these shifts so fluidly that the listener rides through multiple keys without feeling any traditional key changes. It's more of a change of mood. So as we get near the end of the song, to be back at the main bass line feels great. You should be able to understand these parts a little more now. B, A, B. Listen to the kick drum. So freaking good. Everyone talks about the main bass line, but the tightness of the bass and the drums for this part. All right. Man, don't forget about those 3-part or however many part harmonies. Such a journey, right? How often in my breakdowns do I say journey? The 8-minute song. Love this. Ends on an E major chord. Why not? Every musician is a beast, but Chris Squire really revolutionized the bass, especially in this genre. You can definitely hear his influences of Jack Bruce, Paul McCartney, and John Entwistle. This was really fun as a first Yes breakdown, and I know it won't be the last. Thank you guys so much for watching this. This was really fun. 8-minute Yes song. Sign me up. Chris Squire's a beast. Subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Check out one of these videos. Peace.